Hi, I'm Elle Fanning.
And I'm Justice Smith.
And we're the cast of All the Bright Places.
And we're going to be doing our firsts.
Yeah.
Yes. First big red carpet event.
I remember this, I was young. It was honestly probably for was Tim Allen, did he play Santa Claus?
Yes.
Yeah, Tim Allen Santa Claus movie.
Yeah.
I think it was that. I could be wrong.
I love that movie.
I wore matching, which my mom would do this, match my sister and I, overalls. I had teacups, patches, teacup patches on me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Elle.
Yeah. Oh, we're not matching there.
Oh my gosh, but you guys have a similar
aesthetic.
Yeah,
there was one we went to my sister's Dr. Seuss premiere.
The thumbs up in this is so precious. Mine was the MTV Movie Awards.
What did you wear?
I wore a suit that I found in the back of my closet and some dirty tennis shoes. It is it's on the internet. I know it is disgraceful. Do not pull that up. First incorrect rumor you read about yourself.
Probably that I had died. Sometimes they do that.
Really?
Yes.
They kill you off?
Yes. It's weird.
I don't even know what if people even say anything about me.
Where are you?
No, what am I talking about? Everyone thinks I'm Will Smith's son, and I'm not his son. Everyone, so much so that I had to put it in my Twitter bio.
That is, wait, but what, a long lost son?
Yes.
Or Jaden Smith?
There was a video essay of some guy, I think it was that, who was he's only acting
one.
because of nepotism, something like this, and I was like, what? That's not my dad at all. I was in a car once, and the driver was like, I drove your dad once, and I was like, my dad? What? And he's like, he's a nice guy. And I'm like, yeah, he is a nice guy. I don't know how you know him. And then I realized, he's like, and your brother's really cool too. And I was like, he thinks. And so I didn't have the heart to tell him no. So I just was like, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a great actor.
You went along with it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I felt bad. What is your first memory from the set of Maleficent?
Oh, okay. Definitely meeting Angelina Jolie. We were at the studios, in London, the Pinewood Studios, and I turned a corner, and she had turned a corner, and I didn't know that she was gonna be around the corner. And I was with my mom, and there she was. I just had this weird reaction. I just went up and ran and hugged her.
Oh.
How crazy of me to do that.
Was she welcoming of that though?
Yes, I think she was whoa, she wasn't expecting that. I guess I was so nervous it just overcame me. I was like, hey, way too I was just too much, you know?
I love that though. First memory from the set of Jurassic World. I had just finished doing a play in New York, and we had a wrap party, and we all celebrated in the ways that people celebrate. And so I woke up the next day and I had to get on the flight, and I missed my flight because of the residual celebration.
Right.
And then I get on the plane, I fly to London, I land, I'm still where am I? And then I walk into
He's hungover.
I'm hungover, and I walk into the read-through where I meet Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard and the director and the producers and everybody at literally, and I was like, what's happening? And they're like, you're gonna act right now, and I'm like, what? And that was my introduction to
Did you do
everything.
good?
I think so. I mean, I don't really remember.
And he was fired.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah.
First kiss.
Oh.
Oh.
You wanna go first?
Sure,
Okay.
I'll go first. I was acting from a young age, so I have two, but I don't count first kiss on screen. I was trying to hide that it was my first kiss. In this movie, it was called Ginger and Rosa, and I was 13. I'd never kissed anybody, and in the scene, I had to kiss someone, and I was trying to be oh yeah, I've kissed people before. It's trying to hide it, but the director knew. She's you have not.
Yeah, exactly.
And so she told me years later that take she used the very first take. So I have it on screen forever. I'm thanks. My first kiss in real life was at school. It was planned.
And arranged.
Yeah, it was we both had free period, and it was also school was about to be out for the summer.
Oh,
and,
that's
so
fun.
we planned it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I heard that it was a bet, and I got really mad But it was okay, and then we like ended up dating. But
So much story.
yeah, so much.
There's so much to
Yeah,
unpack
and then I
there.
like looked over, and the whole like English class was like cheering me on. Very, very bizarre.
Everyone was
thinking
so
about
invested in you.
Very invested in my first kiss.
It was a communal kiss.
Yes, you were probably like much younger. I was like old.
I was old too.
Okay,
my
I was
first kiss
14.
was in a play. I was 15, and it was with Emily something.
Yikes.
It was in a
I
rehearsal.
don't remember.
I don't remember her name. And then I had my real first kiss
Yeah.
like a week after that with Lauren, and we were on my couch in my bedroom, and she had braces. I remember I really liked braces after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's your fetish.
Yeah, not anymore. I don't like braces anymore.
First car.
My first car, and I still have this car, it was my mom's Honda Accord. It's silver.
I don't have a car. I don't drive. I have my driver's license. Like I passed the test. Like I
Did you
just
get
wanted.
to-
I just wanted to like win. I'm like I want to like pass the test.
Yeah.
And then
It was a
I didn't
competitive
do it. That's like
thing.
very much my personality.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm good. First thing you do when you're preparing for a new role.
Sometimes I like to like make a playlist and just put it with songs that remind me of the character, or I think that the character would like. But it really depends. My process is different.
That's good.
Process is different.
You know, sometimes you actually have to learn a skill
Yes.
for a role,
Yes.
which is interesting. Like I had to learn to ice skate for somewhere when I was young. So then like for 3 months I would go and ice skate. And sometimes you really have to learn like something, which is really exciting that you get to
Yes.
do that, or learn like, you know, do an English accent or speak Polish. I had to speak Polish in something. So
Whoa, that's
yeah,
kind of cool.
kinda.
But I had to learn a skill for this movie. I had to learn how to dive.
Oh yeah, the terrible diver.
And I was so bad at diving.
And then you actually didn't learn because you never
No,
did
because
it.
I never did it. Because I did one good dive on my own, and I was like, I got it. And then on set, I could not dive. I looked like a frog. First job.
I am Sam. I play my sister younger.
My first job was at Knott's Berry Farm.
You have a cool first job
I
that's
took tickets
like-
at the front, yeah. But I did it for
Wow.
one summer, and then I got a job, like an acting job, and I called my boss, and I was like, I quit. And then I lost the acting job. I
No!
lost both jobs.
First reaction after you read the script or book of All the Bright Places.
I mean, I loved it. I just thought it was great. I thought it was honest to like what teenagers are going through around that time.
I read
You
the
it a
book
long
first
time
too.
ago,
Yeah, I read it when I was 14. And it was I think it was honestly before the book was out. Because
Oh.
Jennifer had this dream of the book possibly one day becoming a movie. And the process for this film has been like a lot of years in the making.
First piece of advice you'd give someone who's trying to become an actor.
I would actually say like take every opportunity, like no matter how small the role, like a background actor, like just like every little
Yeah.
opportunity, like take those, you know, and
Yeah.
learn from them, and also try to do your best because you never know who's watching. And
Yeah,
it's,
you
like,
have to be
just
like
okay.
resilient. You have to
Yeah,
be
it's hard
okay with
sometimes.
rejection. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of people I know like growing up, a lot of people, great actors who quit because they couldn't handle the stress of the rejection.
Yeah.
And I think like it's the people who push through that kind of make it, whatever that means.
Yeah. First big role, you nearly landed, but it went to someone else. We get everything. We've never.
Well, I've got everything.
On Friends, I tried out to be Phoebe's like kids, like when.
Cole Sprouse and wait, weren't
No,
they?
no, those are
Oh.
Ross's kids.
Oh. I didn't watch the show.
No, Phoebe
Sorry.
has triplets, and then
Oh.
later, and there's one's named Chandler. The girl is named
Oh,
Chandler.
really?
And I tried out to be Chandler, and I didn't get the part. I was really young, really young, but I like boycotted the show, and then later, boycotted the show, and then later my
You made an online petition.
sister got a part in like the very last season of Friends. My family had like a viewing party, like there was like it was a really big deal
Yeah.
in my house, and then like, but I would refuse to watch it
I love that.
because they didn't get me the
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
I
yeah.
could have been Chandler. My
Yeah.
God,
A lot of stuff that I like really want.
you get.
No. I like if I don't get it, like it kind of falls.
They fail. They
It-
fail.
they fail.
And then you're glad.
And then I'm happy.
Unbelievable.
It's kind of messed
Yeah,
up.
because you're there with like a voodoo doll.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.